We're back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now, here we are with SENS Stock, Sensonics Holdings Inc. And it's in a pivotal position right now, moving forward of where it stands in the chart. We're going to look at the short float because this has been pushing upwards towards a possible squeeze. As you see it, it's been moving up pretty fast. But before we discuss everything here in its chart, I want to share with you guys the stocks I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. Managed to find 2 home run opportunities, as well as a stock that was mentioned yesterday afternoon in the aftermarket hours by one of the members, and how it rolled over from yesterday's opportunity to today. It was explosive and spectacular, and that's what we look for daily. If it's not the stocks I mentioned that hit those home runs, it's the stocks that the members are mentioning and everyone in the community learning and growing together, something that you can become part of as well. Let's go ahead and look at it, and we're going to jump into everything here with SENS Stock. So the 2 home runs of the day were spectacular, and I want to go ahead and let you guys know that this is something you can become part of as well. We look for these opportunities daily, not just myself, but also the community. And I want to invite you to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. It's a full list of them, but our home runs of the day were ADTX as well as JFIN, right? JFIN. The others, they jumped up 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%. But the home runs of the day were spectacular. We're going to go ahead and look at these charts. And one of them gave us 50% plus at its highest point. We caught ADTX right before the bell, just a few minutes. When I started watching it, it pulled right back down towards the 260 range and took off to a highest point of 50% plus in a matter of an hour, and actually less than an hour, like 40 minutes. Then it sat sideways, jumping up back and forth 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, and it hit those highs once again. So the highest point reached from that dip to those highs was 50% plus and up 75% on the day. Now, our other home run of the day, it's still pushing. It could actually continue or consolidate and pull back. But right now, at this given point, I talked about JFIN in the pre-market as it was pulling back, gave a quick jump of 10 to 15%, pulled back down. Same thing again, but so far its highest point has been 20% plus on the day. And this is something you can gain access to daily, guys, by joining us. The link is down below. Now, this one was mentioned yesterday in the aftermarket hours by one of the investors in the community. I didn't get to catch this one, but a lot of investors did. I was focusing on the ones I mentioned this morning, and yesterday I was doing videos while this happened, but this stock nearly jumped a whole entire 50% plus in the pre-market, post-market, pulled back towards the pre-market, and today ran another 50% plus, almost reaching 100%. And the highest point so far from yesterday's mention till now is 200% plus, guys. And that is something that you can gain access to as well. The community itself, not just the stocks I mentioned, but everyone collectively learning and growing together. The link is down below in the description if that's something that interests you. And we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with SENS Stock, Sensonics Holdings Inc. And the stock has actually taken off, right? We've seen it actually take off from way down here in the 290s. It kind of created a bottom here at the 270s, and it's been sitting sideways for some time. And now the stock is running higher, guys. This is so important to be aware of this because we're going to look at the short float and everything going on with this stock, because the short float, if it's gone lower since the last time I talked about this stock, I talked about it over on the weekend, it is something to be aware of, that this isn't a possible opportunity to squeeze even higher as long as the bulls continue to maintain leverage. And we could see it here in the charts. They keep on pushing newer highs, newer lows, and continuing the momentum to the upside. So let's go ahead and look at the short float. We're going to jump right into the chart and see the key levels to watch moving forward. So since the last time I recorded this video, SENS stock short float has not moved. So the stock is moving up without even the squeeze starting. So this is just the beginning. If the bulls can continue pushing up higher, right, hitting newer highs, new resistance levels, eventually this number will start to go down, meaning that the shorts are covering, and it's going to push the stock price even higher. So there's some key things going on here when it comes to the momentum. It's not even a short squeeze just yet. It's just the beginning of it. If it continues, it will force the shorts eventually to cover, pushing the stock up even higher than we see it. Now, on the 19th of August, right there, August 19th, 2021, an initiated coverage here with H.C. Wainwright was saying that it has a rating here from Analysis Ratings, buy rating, $6 price target. I think that is something right now even affecting this whole entire chart overall. And if the short float actually starts to go down, that means that we are in a possible potential squeeze forming beyond the momentum that has been formed in the last several days by this initiated price target from Analysis Ratings. And if you go back to the 18th, it started to move upwards, and on the 19th it had its biggest jump, pull back, and take off, right? The momentum is just continuing to pile on in, and eventually a short squeeze could be in the works if this continues to push up with true strong momentum to the upside, and it's actually looking pretty strong. A lot of people are also expecting that FDA approval around the corner, and also we've seen promising results from the PROMISE trial, right? With the whole entire 180-day glucose monitor. That was a big deal a few months ago, and here we are reflecting in the price as well with momentum. Right now, that initiated price target and the short float are looking like potential squeeze opportunities, and that there's probably even more room here. So let's go ahead and look here at the supports and resistance that are key. So today it was very volatile after the bell, hit lows here of 347. If that gets broken through, I will watch that very carefully because it retested the support levels we were watching of 346, just a cent off, and then it continued actually jumping back up. So it bounced off of that. If it breaks through that and continues downwards, it's going to be key to watch it from that level to the next level at 338 and all the way down here at 316. And if the bulls can reappear and bring it back up, that is going to show strength. But if it gets closer towards 316 and $3, the bears have reappeared, and this was all nothing but a bull trap pushing to the downside. We got to watch this carefully. Now, a healthier move, if it was to pull back eventually, is for it to actually consolidate sideways at a newer level beyond what has happened, and that can create that staircase effect, right? Actually goes ahead and consolidates here, and it can go ahead and create that staircase effect to reach newer highs and new resistance levels if it stays within these areas and doesn't just come right back down. Okay, that is a key level of strength, so that is something to watch and pay close attention to. Now, the bulls need to break through the highest point reached recently, and that's 377, and if that could get broken through, the next level would be up here at 394, and then you have 414 being one of the highest points before this bearish run, sideways action, and before it started to go back up. And if that gets broken through, then the highs way back here in June of 478. So there's some key levels to watch. I mean, we've seen this squeeze before with momentum. If this continues to get good coverage, good news, this has room to go even higher beyond what we see. And with that short float of 22%, which is pretty high, if that starts going lower and the stock keeps on pushing higher, this could start to reflect the beginning of a short squeeze, if not the process of a short squeeze happening beyond this momentum that has happened without one. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.